In a major blow to tech giant Google, a US federal jury has ordered the company to pay nearly $425 million over allegation of secretly gathering user data from smartphone apps, even when users had turned on privacy settings. This case raises big question about user privacy, corporate accountability, and the future of targeted advertising. Let's break down this for you. A US federal jury in San Francisco delivered a strong verdict on Wednesday, ordering Google to pay $425 million in damages. The class action lawsuit filed back in July 2020 claimed that Google illegally interrupted, tackled and collected sold user data from mobile apps, even when users opted out of data tracking through their privacy settings. Plaintiffs argued that Google's privacy promises were blatant lies. They said Google continued monitoring users' activity in the background and monetized it through ads. Google has disagreed with the verdict and plans to appeal. Spokesperson José Castañeda said in a statement, "This decision misunderstands how our products work. Our privacy tools give people control over their data, and when they turn off personalization, we honor that choice." Interestingly, this verdict comes just a day after a federal judge in Washington, D.C. handed Google a legal win in a separate antitrust case, rejecting the U.S. government's demand to force Google to sell its Chrome web browser. But privacy battles are far from over for the Silicon Valley giant. On the same day, France's data protection watchdog, CNIL, slapped record fines on Google and fast fashion giant Shein for violations related to internet cookies. Now, Google was fined 325 million euros, one of the largest penalties ever imposed by CNIL. Shein faced a fine of 150 million euros, roughly $170 million. The watchdog found that both companies failed to get clear informed consent from users before setting advertising cookies on their browsers. This is not Google's first penalty in France. It has already paid 100 million euros in 2020 and 150 million in 2021 for similar cookie-related violations. Google has long been under pressure to strike a balance between protecting user privacy and running targeted ads. The core of its business model, cookies, a small file saved to your browser, have been backbone of online advertising for years. Google has been working to replace these cookies with less invasive tracking mechanism, but privacy advocates argue that users still aren't getting full control of their data. This verdict is a strong reminder that big tech companies are facing growing scrutiny over data privacy worldwide. For Google, the financial hit is significant, but perhaps more damaging is the reputational impact as users become more aware of how their data is collected and used. Whether Google's appeal will succeed remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: the fight for digital privacy is far from over. Stay with us for more updates on this developing story.